Is DanV's cam doing the thingy again? Oh no. Oh wait. Maybe it's on my side. It was on my side. Of course it was. It's never not on my side.
Your side.
It's always my fault. It's my fault.
All your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. You know, back in high school, they called you all your fault Dekk.
They didn't, actually, believe it or not. They didn't the seed, I believe. But now it's ready. Both are ready for game one. Let's count it down.
Let me redeem myself. I'm going to redeem myself right now by counting
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Sorry, I didn't trust you for on the last one. I'm sorry. I didn't want to risk it. You can do it next time, okay? Guys, I think Ty is heartbroken. I think this is now just the Dekk show again. I don't even know if that was heard on stream.
$24,000 for Cobra.
45,000 for Dan.
Are you making fun of my sorrows?
Hey, no, I'm just
for Cobra.
I'm giving a score update. That's what commentators do, Ty.
Not all of them.
But we're definitely.
But I
them.
won't say names.
We are people who score update because we're good commentators.
Speak for yourself.
You're a good commentator, Tyler.
That's the opposite of what I said. 136 for Dan, perfect for 6. Cobra, kind of a rough start here at 77, but gets another Tetris to go to 100,000 points. Dekk.
Yeah, 136 here for Dan with a clean board. Both players with clean boards. Not really a lot of drama. Early on, 25 lines in.
I was just about to offer DanV $5 to get a perfect max out, and then he burned, so offers off the table.
If anybody gets a perfect max out in this stream, I will give them all of the earnings that I get from this super stream. So, like...
You will make 38 cents.
Oh, yeah. You can buy, like, 1/8 of a...
If you would like to increase the payout of the perfect max outer in CTL, give the sub, give some bits. All that goes towards us. Except for like 30% that goes to Kingsman for doing nothing.
Don't feel obligated to send bits, though. It is
feel majorly obligated. You're a bad person if you don't give us money. 232 for Dan.
I don't endorse this. I don't endorse this.
Cobra. This is a Ty and Dekk show endorsement. That if you don't give us money, you hate children and puppies and charity.
We're both adults, and neither of us are puppies. So, really, that is just not factual. 256 here for Dan. 202 for Cobra.
It's the principle, though. I mean, it's how it goes.
Cobra.
Are you saying that we are a charity, though? Are you saying we are a charity?
No, we are. We are hardworking individuals. Would you say people on like Seinfeld were a charity? No, they were hardworking individuals who built an amazing show, brick by brick, and we are doing the same. Simul Tetris here, 271 for Cobra, and another Simul Tetris, 348 here for Dan, holding on to a 2.5 Tetris lead here. And we're about halfway through level 18.
You know how in Seinfeld, like at the beginning of every episode, it's like Jerry Seinfeld doing his stand-up?
No, I have no idea. I've never watched Seinfeld in
my
life.
Yeah, so at the beginning of every episode, he'll do a stand-up thing. Like, if the real Jerry Seinfeld does stand-up, and he, like, just posts the clip of it at the beginning of all of his episodes. And I've never laughed at one. He is not funny.
You know, Jerry Seinfeld is an active classic Tetris League watcher. He's probably... You know, we just lost a loyal viewer because of that.
Please give Maturino $1,000. $3.99 for DanV, $3.62 for Cobra, $67.31. I wonder what that number means.
What number? What number? There's no numbers on this screen right now. All I see are pixels on the screen.
There's no numbers anywhere on the screen.
No, not a single one.
Not a single number.
No. 425 here for Dan, 388 for Cobra.
What did you just read there by chance?
Words.
Okay, yep.
No, you can spell that out, you know.
Spell what out?
434, 348 here for Cobra, and 470, 820 here for Dan. Nice key tuck there for Dan. Nice key tuck there for Dan.
That was a nice key tuck.
It was a nice key tuck. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you agreeing with me agreeing.
Would you go as far as to say you agree too?
Both, King. King, you're actually right on both. There was only a minor tech issue, but it also went all the distance.
We'll just say this, King. We'll say this. Eyeball got back 6 max outs in a best of 5.
Yeah.
Portal game, actually.
Did something.
I had 11 for Cobra.
And Portal did something at least similar enough to make him go to 5 games. I will leave it at that cliffhanger. 587 here for Dan. Can get a 600k transition here with one more Tetris, and he has one more in the tank as well before 19.
Let's just say Peek may have a video to upload soon.
Maybe a couple shorts too. That was very short worthy, that last set.
Oh, there was some short worthy shenanigans, one might say.
Tetris into transition here for Cobra at 561, 617 transition here for Dan. Pretty much a simul transition here.
Dan is so happy. Look
at that adjustment. That one wrong move there for Dan, and he could have topped out, but no, obviously Dan is going to be really good at adjustments. He's one of the best at being really quick-witted with pretty much across the board adjustments, pretty much any adjustment that you think of, like that. That's not an across the board adjustment, but like it's still really good. I don't think I said that right at all, but he's good.
Like you said, just yap and say numbers.
You gotta fill in the dead air, you know.
Looks like Cobra did not listen to tip number 1.
Why? What happened?
There's some color flashing. He didn't calibrate good.
I think that's just his capture card. That's not really something that he can fix.
You know, that's actually a good point. Yeah, that's true. Thanks for listening to tip number 1, Cobra. Boom, Tetris to take that lead, 769 to 752. But Dan will take the lead right back, and Cobra will take the lead right back, and Dan will take the lead right back, and Cobra will
take the lead right back.
But Dan will
take the lead
right back, and Cobra
will
possibly, perhaps.
Oh, hangs an L on the left. He's not going to take the lead right back. He needs to start focusing on surviving. He needs something on that left. That bar will help. And it looks like Cobra's struggling to not laugh at what we're saying, but he's out of that difficult situation.
Solidify it.
Yeah, DanV is out of the... Not DanV. Cobra's out of that difficult situation. DanV, though, is now getting into a difficult situation.
And Cobra will take the lead right back.
But Dan, one line away from opening that well, but as soon as I say that, he has to pile some pieces on the right. But he is going to open up again, and Dan, hopefully, will... If a bar shows up... Oh, gosh, the bar is not showing up. Tetris
takes the lead, solidifies it.
Nice burn here for Dan. Bar to the left would be really helpful, but he hangs it, but gets another one immediately. That was really lucky, and opts to fill in the dependency on the left. And Dan will get a Tetris. Cobra will get another one for the max out on level 27. 1,000,007 here for Cobra, 969 for Dan.
Dekk, this match is so close, you could call it our friendship.
That is true. 1,041 here for Cobra, has a 1 Tetris lead and gets another one on top of that. Can get a 1.1 into level 29, and he's going to get that. But he also has 2 Tetrises left as well.
Just want to point out that we have not seen a single game on stream that was not a max out yet.
There is a Tetris for Cobra. 1.1 can get one more before 29, and he's going to get it. A 1.18 transition here for Cobra. And DanV with a 1.14 transition. A really good transition score for him as well. But Cobra's putting it on right now. Oh, but a couple of dead drops in the middle here for Cobra. Immediately put his stack in danger. Oh, and that left side might be inaccessible. It is. He's going to be done at 1.196. DanV has a brief chase down. A 1.2 would solidify a game 1 victory.
Just playing it safe, lining it out. does not want to risk losing with a score this close. Only 9,000 points away. 1/12 of a Tetris, 1/9 of a Tetris, 1/something of a Tetris, and he's taking the lead.
And there it is. DanV will take game number 1 with a brief kill screen chase down. Cobra really putting on the 18 and 19 efficiency and giving DanV a bit of a scare. But this is only game 1.
Okay. Tetris. I got it. Nailed it.
We'll work on it.
Cobra with an insurmountable lead at 12 points. That is so many. That if that was a net worth, that'd be the richest man in the world, and his name would be Ryan Ambergy. That's facts, no cap.
What also is no cap is that we have a community-funded prize pool. If you type in !Matcherino like Sorry just did in the chat there, you have free and paid ways in order to contribute to the prize pool, which will directly go to the players that are playing in front of you, at least in the playoff.
I have a recommendation for Matcherino, actually. So when you go to the Matcherino website, you log in. There's a manual contribution where you can enter your own amount of dollars to contribute to the prize pool.
How?
And it's so easy. You type in 100 and you don't even have to give any cash. It just automatically gives us $100. Just don't worry about where it came from, and then we get $100.
I don't mean to cut you off, Ty, but I mean to cut you off. That tuck sequence for Dan was crazy.
Bro cut me off like I'm a string.
Nah.
And I'm not talking about the one you code with. Hell yeah.
I get it. Cobra gets a Tetris to take the lead. DanV gets a Tetris to take the lead back.
And Cobra is going to take back the lead.
And DanV momentarily
you do it for Dan, I do it for Cobra.
Is going to take the lead back. All right, there we go.
And Cobra, it didn't adjust.
And DanV is going to solidify that lead.
Well, that didn't last very long. One might say that's tragic. New paddock. Hop out the V-automatic. Tetris for Cobra.
All right, this is actually the tech show. You're out of here. I'm so tempted to mute you for the rest of this game.
Do it. I dare you.
Maybe you should just go to your match, you know?
We already canceled it.
No, you can still go. 235 here for Dan, 212 for Cobra. An exact 2 Tetris lead in favor of Dan for a moment. But Cobra gets a Tetris to pretty much even this up again. And little to no line discrepancy. So one could say that we are neck and neck.
No, we can't say that, actually.
Yes, we can.
We got a cease and desist while we were in the middle of last game. From James Chen and Cobra. Cobra takes back the lead.
Why do people give others like cease and desist letters?
Don't they know that I can just like...
Why do people give others cease and desist letters? You know I can just like throw it away and like not care?
I will neither seize nor desist.
That was a good one, man. Tetris for Cobra, 350. DanV gonna be burning a little bit here, but not in danger. Looking for a bar for that right side. Is going to work out. A double will clear this away and will most likely set up in the center roll here. And he is now just waiting for a bar. Oh, nice Z and S combination there for a really nice double. And he's going to get a Tetris to transition back to the right side. But he's about 2 1/3 Tetris behind. Thank you to Nestor's Champs for letting me not need to do math in my head. It's very helpful. Your nice L spin there for Dan. Cobra going to be burning a little bit here. Takes a double and opens a bar dependency, gets another bar to fill the dependency, and gets another bar for the Tetris to add on to his lead. About 74,000 points and another Tetris for Cobra. A 4 Tetris lead here. We are about to cross the Joey Parker turn, as some people say.
No one says that.
I know, but I mean, some people have needed to say it in order for that to be a known phrase, you know? At least one person has needed to say that in order for you to even know what that is.
Well, before we hit the transition, I think it's time to mention that today's episode of the Tie and Deck Show is brought to you by Nestor's Champs, the ultimate suite for capturing and tracking your NES classic Tetris gameplay. Whether you're streaming from an emulator or a real NES, Nestor's Champs makes it easy to calibrate, capture, and showcase your gameplay like a pro. Dive into advanced stats, crisp custom layouts, and compete with others effortlessly. Ready to level up your Tetris game? Get started now at nestorschamps.herokuapp.com.
And very special thanks to Yobi, who has created this platform for all of us to use, and being it very simplistic, and also being it free for literally everybody to use.
Very free, because trust us, Kingsman cannot afford to pay for it.
It is free 99. Tetris there
Mine
for Dan,
99.
541. 609 here for Cobra. Look at this pace for Cobra. Has 2 Tetrises left before 19, and he gets one of them to go 631. And one burn of
eyeball pace right now.
Yeah. Oh, and sets up the... Oh my gosh. Sets up the vertical eye tuck.
Transition for Dan.
Sets up the vertical eye tuck and gets the vertical eye tuck. I'll say it correctly that time.
Cobra transition 655. I have one word to describe that deck.
Okay, then say it.
Wow. Tetris for the 700 for Cobra, 598 for Dan, now 623. Following that boom Tetris, as the kids say. You know the kids say that?
Only we say that.
No.
No, only we say that.
Yes.
Thank you for changing your mind. 676 here for Dan, 761 for Cobra. And another Tetris. Look at this pace from Cobra. This is insane.
I'd argue it's rather sane, personally.
True, Cobra is a rather
sane
sane
might
person.
say it's impeccable. I'd say it's peckable. Like a chicken.
Bro think he's wait, let me try that again. Bro think he's Van Weller. There we go. I can talk at times.
I don't know who that is. I know Vandy Pants. 821 for Cobra and 22.
Yeah, who even is this guy on the right? This is DanV Pants, not DanV Weller.
DanV Pants. That's such a good name.
Should I change his name on Nestor's Champs to that? I mean, it is his Twitch name. All right, I'll do that right now.
852 for Cobra. Dan a little high, but gets a bar, gets a Tetris to go to 797. Back 3 Tetrises, and he's on a good game. 797 in 23 is great, but Cobra 900 into 24, looking at a low 25 max, which is simply impeccable, one might say.
And there is another Tetris for Cobra, 943, holding on to an 81,000 point lead here. DanV just now going into level 25 with 862 and gets another Tetris to go to 894. And a nice adjustment there for the key tuck.
Lowercase the V at a Y.
What? Oh, there's another. Oh, there is a Y. Oh, oopsie daisy. Oh my gosh. Why is it clicking off? All right, there we go. There we go. DanV Pants. Oh my gosh. Everything's falling apart, man.
Not Cobra's pace, though. Max out into 26. A little bit of a messy board here, so going to lose the pace a little bit. But if he digs out the soon, still can transition very high, but adds a lot of weight to that hole there.
And DanV, with one more Tetris, will take the real-time score lead, but he's just waiting for the bar. But misdrops the square on that left, and now he's going to be burning for a little bit. Gets a long bar over to the left, and one more single of any kind will give Dan the max, and there it is, 1,000,002.
So we're now 14 for 14 max outs.
Tetris for Cobra, 1,075,000 and get 2 Tetrises before 29. DanV looking for 2 as well. But this board,
we're going back to back 1.1 into.
I don't even think Dan is going to be looking for a Tetris into 29. He's going to be looking for a clean board, and he's not going to get it. Let's see if he can dig this down. He's halfway up. Gets that T over to the left, but that's not going to be enough. DanV is going to top out at 1,023,000, and Cobra has tied the set up. And we'll get the second heart. Let's see how Cobra plays this out, if he can get out of this. Oh my gosh.
Ain't no way.
That last Tetris. Too bad. This is my turn. 5,
no, let me do it. Trust
4,
me. Cinco.
3,
see it.
2, 1.
Go.
Tetris.
Tetris.
I missed a number.
I forgot what 4 was, and it embarrassed me. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Cinco, cuatro, tres, dos, uno, Tetris. Is Tetris just Tetris in Spanish, or do they have?
I mean, Tetris is a made-up word, so.
All words are made up.
Yeah, but like, Tetris is a ultra made-up word, as it's two English words mashed together.
All right, I just checked. Tetris in Spanish is Tetris.
I mean, usually the names of games aren't changed per language, you know. Early on, Dan getting into a bit of a situation. And there it is, Tetris for Dan. No longer in danger. You gotta say it with a Latin accent. I don't even know how to do one.
I don't want to get canceled.
If I attempted one, I feel like I would fail miserably and be made fun of, and I don't want that. Speaking of things that people don't want, DanV doesn't really want this drought right now, but needless to say, it's happening even if he doesn't want it. He does open up that right side, but not for long, as he has to block the well again, and both are kind of getting into a bit of a situation. Cobra more so. Oh. It looks like Cobra is going to top out here at 75,000. DanV has a short chase down here.
Non-max out of the day.
And there it is, Tetris for Dan. He's going to take game 3.
Well, first of all, they're both ready, so I'm going to count down in French. Wait, don't do it. No, I wasn't ready. Cuatro, tres, dos, uno, Tetris.
You said you were going to count down, man. I thought you were ready, and both players are ready. I don't want to.
I don't know 1 through 5. It's in French.
Then why do you say you're going to count down in French?
I was going to Google it.
Maybe do that during this game.
Let's just pretend. Wait, how the hell do you say this? Cinq, quatre, trois, deux, un, Tetris. I'm French, so I'm allowed to like fake a French accent. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Actually, I don't know how to fake a French accent.
Might as well try, you know?
Dude, Cobra is yapping right now. Like, focus on your Tetris. No talking.
I mean, you're yapping more than him, to be honest. Like,
that's my job.
You're not getting paid to do this.
What the big man upstairs is paying me for.
You're not getting paid at all to do this. I'm taking all of the money.
No!
Yes!
Hold that roll for Dan. That was quick.
Hey, I need to let everybody know that I just got a random message on my phone asking if I am Tom.
Say yes.
Yeah, no money for Tyler, only clout. Ronkley is spitting.
Cinq, quatre, trois, deux, un.
Tetris for Dan to take the lead by 6,000 points.
Oh, I was reading EUX like EAUX because my last name ends in EAUX.
Cobra gets a Tetris to take the lead back, and DanV gets a Tetris to take the lead back. And Cobra gets a Tetris to take the lead back, and Dan gets a Tetris to take the lead back. Huh?
You do Dan, I do Cobra. And Cobra gets a Tetris to take the lead back.
And Dan sets up.
Dan.
Where's the bar? And Dan gets a Tetris to take the lead back.
And Cobra gets a Tetris to take the lead back. That was tight.
Oh, that adjustment with the L, and Dan gets a Tetris to take the lead back.
And Cobra. Dan's no longer.
Dan's gonna get a Tetris to make this a little bit more than a 1 Tetris lead. And Cobra is in, needless to say, a little bit of a spot of bother. Isn't it weird now that...
Hey, Dekk.
If you ever hear...
Hey, Dekk.
What?
Can you restream me at 21 UTC?
No.
Please?
No.
268 for Cobra, 296 for Dan.
What restream you need, huh?
The one that got rescheduled so I could do the show. Smile.
I think I'll pass. Apologies.
I just got Restreamer zoned.
Sorry, man. Why are you asking during a super stream?
Oh, I just
Do it
thought
on
about it.
do it on this channel after the last match. Wait. Okay, you know what? You know what?
The Ty and Dekk show ends with Ty playing.
That'd be fire.
I'll stay on
Wait,
the call.
actually, all right. Who do you face? Who do you face?
Mr. FAQ.
Yes, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Let's go.
Let's add that to the queue. If you want your match to be played, you better put it in the queue. 364 here for Cobra, 415 for Dan, with a 50,000 point lead, equivalent to 2 1/5 of a Tetris.
Let's go, Kingsman.
What division is it?
4B.
Thank you very much. I don't think I'll be able to fit it in the title, unfortunately. But that's
War
okay.
24 does not exist? That's
Dan?
a flat out lie.
Dan, getting a little bit high. And now a bit of parity issues. Never mind. He's going to open up that right. What do I know? What do I know? I know nothing.
Nothing. 475 for Dan.
Ty, that's not so. You're not supposed to agree with me on that. You're supposed to say You're supposed to say I'm like really smart and I know everything and like.
Dekk.
Hi.
You are very smart.
Thank
And you know everything.
Thank you. Tetris for Dan, 504, 470 for Cobra. Yeah.
How about you get the score update? It said 506 transition for Dan. Cobra still has 3 more available.
So yeah, Cobra being behind despite pretty much a majority 18 is just because he's been behind in lines. And he Tetris is into transition at 519. And a double into a Tetris there to go to 545. Was behind by less than a Tetris for a moment, but Dan got it as soon as that happened, so the lead has pretty much stayed the same. Both are Tetrising the same, but since Dan has the lead, he's going to pretty much keep it. And this is bad news for Cobra. He wants some sort of slowdown for Dan, but this is a very small lead, and that can change very quickly. Even a couple of burns.
Favor of Cobra here.
Even a couple of burns can change this. Yeah, there's a Tetris for Dan. 669, 601 here for Cobra.
Both players just kind of dancing in their calibration here.
Oh, Dan was. Once he got that Tetris, his calibration fixed.
Impressive. Most impressive.
You know what this means? Tetris to fix your Nesters champs. Just
yeah, so I guess Cobra's never gotten a Tetris in his life. Kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. He is going to set up for one with that bar, but he opts to just set up for a Tetris immediately with that bar. And there is another one for the Tetris.
I can't believe I played this guy in TNP Silver like a year ago.
I remember playing this guy in Ninja's Tetris Effect like connected tournament and losing to him twice.
I also lost to him twice. That's why we're such good friends.
Yeah, 841 for Dan. With a 100,000 point lead, but Cobra is all the way back on level 24 here, while Dan is just now going into 26. And a column 2 Tetris there for Cobra, and it's going to get back to the right side pretty much cleanly.
This is a crucial game here for Cobra. Cannot drop it or we'll lose the set.
You've beaten Cobra twice, King. Do you remember that you also beat me in a Max Out Club friendly once?
That's embarrassing. Wait, why would you admit that?
Hey, we all got to be honest here, you know?
I never lost to King. Never once in my life.
Why do I not believe that? 926 here for Dan. 863 for Cobra. Maybe we should face on friendlies to change that. 881 here for Cobra. Still back by about 2 Tetrises. Now 3. Scoot Cobra's lost you in a maxed out club friendly. That's crazy. That's crazy lore. That's cool.
You know what else is crazy is DanV got it maxed out just like Harry Hong.
And Cobra is less than 100,000 points away from getting the coveted max out score. Well, Cobra's just now going into level 28. But even despite this line discrepancy, Dan still has a pace lead. And he's ahead by 150,000 points. And he's looking to set up for Tetris's here. He is set up for one, and there it is. Tetris for Dan to cross 1.1. And almost a 5 Tetris lead
for Cobra.
Cobra doesn't get that T over to the left. It's slow enough on the board where he can get another bar over, but he doesn't. Cheese bars on the left, and he's going to top out at 944. And Dan takes game number 4 in the set. An unfortunate ending. Dan will take it in 4 games, but Cobra, please don't stick. Please don't move anywhere. You have another set right after this, facing Sidnev. Hello, Katsugiri. Hello. Oh, is he okay? Oh gosh. Well, let's. We should do the winner scene. We should do the winner scene. Oh, he's sideways. DanV is sideways. Oh my God, are you okay?
Dude, he's gonna fall.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna slide down.
Oh my gosh, I need to help.
You saved the day.
I saved the day. I saved the day. All right, there we go. You're okay.
Oh my gosh, DanV almost fell.
My bad, guys. I'm so sorry.
That would have been tragic. New paddock, cop out the V automatic.
Oh, Peek, I hope you edit that out.
Peek, keep that in.
All right, we're gonna go back, but of course, perfect. Both have yet to get a burn on the board, and they're gonna be happy with that. But Portal might have to compromise here, as a couple of unfortunate pieces might be putting his board into a bit of danger here. He needs a bar for that middle.
Very dependent stack.
And a 23-piece drought right at the worst time. Both are getting kind of high. A drought right at the beginning.
Eyeball in a bit of a better position here.
Nice double.
Portal is hitting these crucial rolls, though. Oh, that bar. I'm not sure I like that placement, but it's going to work out. Opens the middle. And gets another one for the dirty
Tetris. And Portal is not going to burn this down. He gets another dirty Tetris, and that is going to make him take the lead just by 3,000 points. So both are able to use the bars when they come. But
for a second there, thought he was going to do the bits.
Yeah, Eyeball, I would say, is with the more comfortable board. He's on row 1 and on the right well, while Portal might be having to compromise even more, as a long bar dependency and maybe a couple more burns will be necessary to keep this stack manageable.
Only set up for a double right now, or a triple rather. Gonna get that. Trying to open up that hole in the middle, and then we'll be clean. If he gets a bar or an L, there's the bar. Still kind of dependent here. A couple of J and I and L dependencies.
Yeah, this isn't going to be a dangerous board, however, though. But just due to that small sequence that Portal had to dig through, Eyeball is 2 Tetrises ahead. But now make that 1 as Portal is starting to strike back a little bit. 169 compared to 199.
We do have to point out that line difference, due to that higher up play from Portal, is ahead 4 lines.
Not anymore.
Generally in the P sequence. Only for a moment, but, we'll be ahead in the grand scheme of things.
All right, there we go.
If the line counts are the same, he'll be higher on the board more than likely. That's what's going to happen.
Now a bit of a dependent board here for Portal. A lot of long bar dependencies were made. And would like something on that left. A bar would be very helpful, but another drought is ensuing. A lot of droughts early on in this game. Eyeball has been able to handle them more efficiently. Had a delayed VIT setup there, but does take the burns in order to keep this manageable and keep burn options alive and well. While Panic Portal really has no other option but to burn.
Spin would be so nice here. Would make the board a lot more clean. And there you go. Look at that. Nice triple as well.
Great pieces following that too. The T and the L and the J and square were pretty much the perfect pieces that Portal needed in order to get out of that. And of course, sure, you need good pieces for pretty much any situation, but you need good execution. And pretty much everybody in Div 1 is going to have that.
Lead for Eyeball only growing, now ahead over 100,000 points. Line counts are the same though, so it is a true 100,000 point lead.
And there's another Tetris for Eyeball to go to 370, a 5.5 Tetris lead. Make that 4.5 as Portal does get one, and both with really clean stacks. But as soon as I say that, Portal hangs an L piece on the left and is now waiting for a bar, does get it and gets a Tetris. Burn options were kind of running out there for a moment, but it looks like Portal should be able to get out of this. A bar to the left will help bring this down a little bit. But it looks like it's just been dig sequence after dig sequence, and unfortunately, just this P sequence in general has not been favorable for either of them, mostly for Portal. He's been trying to play aggressive in order to, you know, kind of get back here, and that's what he needs to do. He's 6 Tetrises behind, and at that point, you need to start taking more a bit more gambles if you want to catch up.
It was 6 Tetrises behind before Eyeball tied up the line count, got another Tetris. Now it's 7. So Portal definitely gonna have to work on the 19 and probably 29 speeds to catch up here.
So yeah, Eyeball is really making use of the efficiency right now. As 5'10" at 118 lines, he can get 3 more Tetrises before 19, and he gets one of them. Nice 5 and below adjustment as well. I see Eyeball do a lot of those adjustments. Like 5 and below specifically is an adjustment that I see Eyeball do a lot.
I mean, it's really helpful. I've been starting to do those a lot personally in my games, and I find it very helpful for the board. And Eyeball's going to transition 579. Portal has 1 more Tetris available. Will transition 415. Nice burn there as well.
And does get another Tetris immediately on 19. But Portal just needs to hope for some kind of slowdown, or maybe just a top out for Eyeball. But it's this Eyeball that we are talking about. You don't get into Div 1 without being super efficient and being very consistent.
Oh, that was a nice spin for Portal into the Tetris, 489 to 630.
But a bit of a spire forming in the middle of Portal's board. He is going to be able to work around this. Oh, but as soon as I say that, he hangs a J on the right. Can he get anything over there? Yes!
Still possible. Beautiful piece. It's bringing this down. Nice tug and square. Nice spin of the J.
Amazing execution here for Portal. He's not out of it, but I think he's out of the pretty much the biggest part of danger here, and it looks like Portal is going to get out of this. But again, these are more burns that are costing him. Eyeball is 7 Tetrises ahead, and there's another one.
To wish for here would be an early kill screen top out for Eyeball, perhaps, and then, you know, kind of go ham. And Portal very capable of doing that. Recently getting, I believe, 5.5 million points. So, you know, very proficient on those speeds.
But Eyeball's consistency on 29 has improved drastically, making back-to-back semis in the Masters event of CTM. You don't do that as a fluke. That you really need to earn that, and Eyeball has earned every win. And right now he has earned this lead at 6.5 Tetrises.
Kind of crazy how Eyeball's not on everyone's top 4 lists on the power rankings.
Back-to-back bars there for Portal. He gets a Tetris, but has to take a triple. But he gets a row 2 Tetris there. And he's at 696 on level 25. There's a Tetris for Eyeball, 892. And another one for Portal. He's going to get off a row 2 there and get back to row 1 in 1 burn. But
this lead for Eyeball only growing 7 Tetrises, and he's behind in lines. Just playing so efficiently. Nearly a max out. 1 more Tetris would do it.
And yeah, we are reaching the 29 speeds imminently. Portal trying to play aggressive here in order to catch up. And gets the bar. Tetris 793, waiting for another bar. Nice square tuck. Such a clean stack here for Portal. He's really making use of the final levels here on 19.
If there's any time to start being efficient, it's the end of post when the points are worth more. Eyeball looking at a possible 1.2 into the kill screen at A91 now. Portal 894.
And yeah, Portal can get 3 more Tetrises before 29 if he plays perfect, but he's going to have to take a burn. And maybe a couple more.
Now kill screen is crucial for Portal. And not only is kill screen crucial, a lot of kill screen is crucial, but this is not the most ideal board.
Does no clean more burns. It up just in time, and Tetris is into transition at 942. And another one on 29 immediately. 1 Tetris away from the max out, but he's 188,000 points behind. He needs to pretty much hope for some kind of slowdown for Eyeball. He goes in at 1.2 and gets a Tetris immediately. And there's the max out for Portal now. But needs something on that left. Gonna have to take some burns. And he's just getting this
showing
down bit
no
by
sign
bit.
of stopping here.
A couple of holes on Eyeball's board. This isn't necessarily dangerous just yet, but a situation on 29 like this can fester very quickly just with a couple of misdrops or unfortunate placements. But Eyeball doesn't seem to have either of that happening to him. He's digging this down the best he can. He's at 1.27. Eyeball is going to probably take this game now, as Portal is going to hang some pieces on the right and is done at 1,052,000. Eyeball will take game one with a massive lead. And if you want to play this out, feel free. I know that stats are now a thing in CTL, so stat padding is not only a thing now in CTL, but encouraged. Yes. Well, let's give Eyeball the heart. All right, Tetris for the 1.3, and that's all he's going to get, 1.330. Good game to start it off. All right, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
You need to do the cool echo thing.
Oh, right, true. We did think of that, so we do need to use